Football recap. All right. Again, we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins because that's my team. I don't care what you think. Um, so that Sunday night game against the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I did predict, what was it, 28-10. I was close. It was 24. Was it 24-17? Just a few quick thoughts about the game. I think we played well offensively and defensively. Definitely did much better defensively compared to the Chargers game. We ran the ball very effectively because you know Bill Belichick took away the deep passes, so we ran it down his throat, and that worked. Um, pause.
Sus counter one.
The only few negatives that I have to go over is one, Connor Williams. We need to do something about that because those we can't be having bad snaps. We just can't be having bad snaps kill off drives like that. That's possible points on the board that you're taking away. All right, it's been 2 games now. We can't have it be a third. Period. Um, Jason Sanders, I already don't like you. All right, from the last couple years, and you're just making it. You're making it worse. Yeah, sure, they blocked the kick, but you're a kicker. You're supposed to kick with confidence. But the fact that you're not, well, they put the graphic. You're 4-12 from 50 yards plus since 2021. Now you're 4-13. We need to do something about that. We need to get a new kicker. Like we can't keep dealing with this every year. Like we need a new kicker. Period. Because I can't. Hell, before while I was watching the game with Dahama, and when they made that decision, what did I say? I said I think they should go for it because I don't trust Jason Sanders, and you proved my point. I don't like when my point is proven for certain things. All right, as much as I like my point to be proven, it ain't for that. All right. So Connor Williams, Jason Sanders. I did have a third, but I'm blanking out on it right now.
Russell Wilson and Tua are the same person. They are when they play this week. You're gonna see how there's gonna be side cameras seeing him switch jerseys back and forth. Watch either that or that's his little brother, and they just don't know.
They do have a resemblance, and they're both like that family man kind of.
Yeah.
Although Russell is more like he's like trying to be that, like his image is a thing. Tua just don't care. Tua's just like, my life is private. This is why football. But Russell's like his image is a whole thing. Tua just wants to play football. But
I'll bring it up after football.
But other than that, decent game. There is something else that I wanted to touch on, but I just can't remember. But it was mainly just Connor Williams and Jason Sanders that I had a negative with. I'll take that interception. It wasn't a good interception. It was obviously it's an interception, so it's not good. It wasn't a smart play by Tua, but at the end of the day, it was more of a good play by Christian Gonzalez than it was a bad play between Tua and Tyreek Hill. All right. As much as you guys want to try to say people can't throw deep in this, that, and the third, every ball you throw is not the same as the last one you thrown. So there's a lot of factors that goes into it. All right. Any other games you want to talk about?
He only talked about the Falcons, but going forward, he will start talking about.
Mm-hmm. I guess the only thing I can say is
Tennessee, Gators game if you want.
Oh, the Tennessee Gators, yeah, college football, Tennessee, Florida Gators became a brawl at the end. I love it. All right, I love it. I love to see things like that. Now you got a DB scurrying up with a lineman with a D lineman. That's not smart. All right, you got a D lineman like this. You got a little DB lineman. That's not smart. But I did enjoy that as much as they're obviously those players got suspended.
Do you think it was called for?
Yeah, and the fact that when they were doing the kneel down and then you go and pretty much touch the quarterback, you're gonna get these hands.
I get that, but like I showed her the clip yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday, right?
Yesterday.
I showed her the clip yesterday. Just quick demonstration. Like if my sole purpose is to put you in the ground in a regular situation, and I'm already in motion, and you kneel right in front of me, I'm too big to be trying to.
You're right.
I was gonna hit you regardless.
You're right, but it's just one of those unwritten rules, man. It's like,
but he did try to back off.
It's just one of those
He threw his hands. It wasn't like a full tackle.
Heat of the moment type of thing. They're not seeing it like that,
Right,
so it's gonna happen. I rather them do that and start fighting and show that you're not gonna protect your quarterback. All right, you're not gonna fight for your quarterback. It would have been worse if they didn't fight. It didn't have to get that bad, obviously, but it's entertainment.
And imagine like
nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt.
Gators home, right? So Tennessee had to take that ride home on the bus or wherever.
Yeah.
Hear about the loss and
exactly
now the bad sportsmanship.
Yeah. But like, no one got hurt. That's the main thing. As long as nobody got hurt, I can laugh about it. All right.
Random thought though. I wonder what's to come next. Not just from that, but just in the sense that bad things typically happen in 3. August was the Alabama fight. September, the college football fight. What fight's gonna happen in October?
I don't know. I might be a part of that one. But oh yeah, Colorado 3-0. Go Coach Prime. All right. I will support them forever right now. Yeah, because I just the whole thing surrounding, how he went from HBCU, brought those HBCU players with him to show that they can compete at a higher level, and it's working. You got my support. All right.
That kind of goes into, sorry to jump to football.
Go right ahead.
That kind of goes into something me and Dee talked about about a podcast ago. I feel like because of it ties to what you said, like forever right now. Like as he's doing good, go Coach Prime. Do your thing. Support the good job for doing what you can for the black community. As soon as if it goes out, as soon as it starts going bad, who is this guy? Get him out of here. Not necessarily you, but just the fan base overall. Like they might still like what he's doing for the young kids, young black kids, and bringing the talent to show what HBCU athletes can do. But everybody loves.
They love what's out right now.
Good, yeah.
But to touch on that, the thing is, like, all the people who are against them already, they every game it's I can't wait for them to lose. I can't wait for them to lose, and they ain't lose yet. So eventually they're going to lose. All right. And they're gonna feel like they're gonna feel vindicated. But as long as they're winning and those specific haters are crying about it, I'm gonna be happy. All right. As long it doesn't have to be he doesn't have to win the championship and all that. He just has to build a successful program, which already he's done, because last year they won 1 game. Now they're on 3, so you've already tripled that. All right. And he's won good games. He won against TCU, which was playing in the championship last year. All right. So the whole thing was that these players and that coach can't succeed at this level, because they're trying to say the HBUs are such a lower level that they can't compete at this. And it's like Shador said, he's like the hits don't hit any less hard. All right, it's not any less hard, especially because it's not like they don't play these other teams here and there too. So I like it. It also, the whole transfer portal thing. Now it shows how viable that transfer portal is, because most of his players came out of the transfer portal. Because that's the thing about college football. There's so many teams. There's lots of talents on teams that aren't good, and because that team isn't good, that player you don't really look at that player. Now they transfer, they go into a team and that's doing well. Now that player gets more eyes on him. So now he's more likely to get drafted than if he would have stayed at that other school, So go ahead.
Would you rather how old would you rather? I've never asked you this. Would you rather be the star player on a shitty team or a bench warmer on the championship?
That's a good question. It depends on what my if my objective is to go to the NFL, I'd rather be the star player on a shitty team. If my objective is just I like to play football, and whatever happens after this, then yeah, I'd rather get let me experience that national championship.
One more.
Mhm.
Would you rather be losing the whole game outright or be up at halftime and then lose?
That's a tough one because like the emotions.
I'd rather lose the whole game.
That's why I'll say
It's
I
a different
like
mental battle of knowing I just got to work harder versus
mm,
I was in the league
and then
something went wrong and
yeah
we dropped the ball, the intensity's dropped, something dropped
yeah
all this.
yeah I'd rather be losing from the get go than to be like yeah we gonna win we lost like basically what Colorado did to Colorado State.
What about you?
Mm,
The both questions. You remember the first one? The star player.
it depends on where I am. If it's a college situation, then yeah, like you said, star player. But if I'm already in the NFL, I'm gonna get the check regardless. Bench me.
But not necessarily. There's a guaranteed amount for just signing the contract, but then there's also clauses where you have to play, you have to do a certain
Incentives, yeah.
amount of, yeah.
Well, I can guarantee you whatever that amount is more than what I'm making now. So bench me.
Remember at this small part. Remember at DG9 there were there's a Falcons player that worked as an associate.
Really?
Mhm.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you might have been on whatever that shit was.
Yeah, because practice squad and bench players they really don't get paid that much. They get paid more. They definitely do get paid more than us.
Yeah.
But they're not making $1 million. They might he might his contract might be 500,000 and that's like over 2 years.
Bench me.
But that's just him, not everybody,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just and football. I feel like is the most strict about that. Like, I don't know a lot about basketball, but soccer players do get base. There is no if you don't start, if you don't do this. Now you get more of the Messi, the Ronaldo recruit, but there is no like you have to play X amount and do this. You score this many goals. Just the more goals you score, the next time you renew your contract, it'll be a bargaining chip. Basketball, I don't know the ends about basketball. Baseball, everybody plays at some point. They do have specific people that bat. They have specific, obviously, a pitcher. They have an outfielder. Like I don't think they have like a reserve. Maybe I don't know much about baseball.
I don't know enough.
Think they have like people just sitting there on the bench.
I think they do have like is that the bullpen or something like that? I don't know. I don't really watch baseball like that, but
I feel like that's kind of like the football thing.
No, they do have like reserve players. Yeah, because when somebody gets injured and then they gotta toss somebody else out. Football, it's still much tougher. Like as far as like that contract goes, like it's all performance based basically. Like you have this, but like if they have a lot more pull in saying you know what you didn't do well this year, so we're canceling your contract.
So that goes into what I used to say this about I was mostly talking about college football, but college sports to me is more fun to watch because they have more heart. When you go into a salary where it's performance based, it's not necessarily saying that they hate their job, but it's not like I'm doing this for the love of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta perform.
You gotta feed your
family.
family.
Naturally gifted, they'll come easy. But for the ones that like, it's not necessarily. You can just tell the vibe is different. Like, it's not fun anymore from a viewer. So I know it's not as fun as the linebacker, the center. So it's like, but college ball, like some of them do get some.
The NIL deals.
Yeah,
but that's new.
That's new.
Because like that's the thing. Before that, like it was I need to do this to get to the NFL because this is the only way I'm going to make money. But like now with the NIL deals, even the ones who are like I might not be good enough for the NFL, but like I can play the sport I love, and I might get like a little advertising deal and make some money by the time I get out. So they can still play for the love of the game. It's just like I might actually make some money too.
But if I remember, because Amber Reese is one of them, there must be like some clause in the NIL deal because the thing that makes you consider eligible to play in college, you don't make profit off of it. But I guess you're not making profit off of it.
It's not. No, this is like name, image, and likeness.
Okay.
Yeah. because that's the thing. Like the NCAA, they kept trying to not have that happen because they didn't want any of that. But it's like that's that person's name, image, and likeness. But how are you gonna sit there and say these players can't make money off of themselves? You know, it's like it's one thing if you're saying they can't get money from boosters and stuff like that. But like this is them saying, hey, I want an advertising deal. You know, I'm advertising using my face. You know, for whatever that has nothing to do with the NCAA. It shouldn't because that you're using my image, my name, image, and likeness. So it's like, how are you gonna sit there? And, he's like, yeah, how are you gonna say I can't do that? Yeah, because of what I did on the field is why I'm getting this deal, but this deal is not from someone in the school or anything. It's not an incentive for me to go to this school. You know, because I went to this school and did well, I'm getting this deal. Not I got this deal because I'm going to that school. You know, and it's just the whole thing with college football because like I'm always on the player side with that because it's like the schools make so much money and then say they make so much money off of that. You know, for with players who 90% of them don't even go to the NFL. You know, and I'm pretty sure the numbers like that high.
I was talking to this could be the last game if you want to be for football recap, but I was talking, and then we got to do the outro. I was talking to
And hot
Greg.
take.
Oh, that was supposed to be before we ran. My bad. Talking to Greg yesterday. Football and basketball are the only two sports, and I think I ended up with the conclusion of like because you're an extension of the ball, because when you're football, you're holding it. Basketball, you're dribbling it. That's what my confusion was. It was like with the out of bounds rule, like soccer. If the ball is soccer, all they care about is where the ball is. You can run out, come back.
Mm-hmm.
As long as that ball is across that line, you're good. Football, like we watched the game, his foot touched the thing. The ball was on this arm over on the inbounds, but his foot touched because he's an extension of the ball. The only one where I don't agree with or it doesn't make sense to me is the basketball because it's not like I'm walking with the basketball. Like you're not that's the child. So it's like you're bouncing it. So it's like I don't necessarily. Granted, you do have to hold it to shoot it,
but you're not fully in control because you're bouncing it.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, I don't get that part where it's like I'm over here trying to make sure I don't lose the dribble. Now I gotta
make sure my foot's not on there.
Now I do get it when it comes to shooting because like if your foot's on the line, it's a 2-pointer.
Yeah.
Versus if you're over the line, or you're not on the line, it's a 3-pointer. So I get that because now you're holding it. Now you are an extension of that ball. So where was the ball when you shot it? And when you're dribbling coming down the court, I don't get that rule. It's not up to me. It was just something to throw out there before we do hot take. So I'll let you, since you're reminding me, I don't have one.
What's up, Squabble family? What's up? I'll give y'all a little update on the Falcons game. We recently played. Who do we play? I think I forgot that quickly. We recently played the Packers, y'all. Going into the game, people said we were not going to win. Look at that score, man. Hey, man. Bijan went crazy. Desmond Ritter went crazy. The crowd was crazy, man. Hey. And them uniforms were sexy. I'm not going to lie to you. The uniforms look so good. But, yeah. Next we face Detroit. In Detroit. You know, it's gonna be a very defensive game. I'm looking forward to watching that. Definitely. I see us winning as usual. You know, going 3-0. Hey man, I like it. I love it, man. This Falcons team is nice, man. This Falcons team